Hi friends, I'm back. I know it's been a while. I didn't forget about you. It was not my intention to be gone for this long. It just kind of happened because I was going through major life changes and I was not in the habit of being a YouTuber yet. And when you're not in that habit, it can get a little difficult to just pop the camera up anywhere and start filming. But I didn't forget about you, and my dedication and intention with this channel remains the same. So I will be back more regularly now, teaching you what I've learned. I crossed continents and oceans several times. I changed jobs. And to tell you the truth, I can understand why I was kept away from filming for a while, because I was going through another awakening in my understanding of reality, life, divinity, and it would not have been sincere for me to teach something that I was still in the process of understanding myself. And I feel much more excited now to share that with you, give you that offering, than what I was teaching before, because there was something missing, there was something misguided. This video is going to be a little different. I just need to ramble about some stuff, and I'm not sorry if it seems cringe or way too out there or too whimsical. This is just the only way that I know how to say it right now, so enjoy. I want to start by saying that if you are on this path, if you have been led onto the path of manifestation, you're very blessed, because what it really is an invitation to your true awakening, to enlightenment or self-realization. But that can be missed along the way. There is this potential pitfall within the manifestation journey to get too concerned with the physical world, manifesting physical, outwardly things, with getting so engrossed in the worldly illusion that you forget, that you miss the point of who you really are. Especially within the SP community, I see a lot of people sort of desperately seeking their SP to complete them. And you can do the manifestation practices and get your SP back that way, but you're missing the point that what you were seeking the whole time was not them, it was yourself. Whatever brought you onto this path of manifestation, what you're really seeking is wholeness. Whether it was money, career, SP, whatever, trying to hack your reality, what drove you here was this inexorable drive that we all have within us towards reunification with who we really are, who we came from, and wholeness. The truth is, and this might seem a little far out there for some, and for others it'll be obvious that I've been reading A Course in Miracles, but the truth is that the only absolute reality is love. It is the love which you inextricably, eternally, invulnerably are yourself, which you could never find from the outside. You could never find in another person. And a lot of people have to go down this path and learn that the hard way. And that's not the way that I want to teach manifestation. I want to talk about what I've learned about who the self really is. Not self with the small s, but with the big S. I want us to go beyond this illusion of the avatar that we're playing right now, the identity, body, physical world. Even though those things are lovely and you can appreciate them, but so long as you try to control them, you remain stuck in this level. And so you will continue playing the game on that level, the level which is constricted by duality, which is a little chaotic, which ultimately is defined by this belief in this lie of separation, which confers that there can be loss, that there can be suffering, death, endings. There is only love underlying everything. Anything that seems not to be is a temporary illusion. It's all encompassing too, meaning it cannot have any opposite, for it encompasses that opposite too. It's the escape from the snake infinitely chasing its own tail in duality. We, you, I, all of us, we are divinity falling in love with itself. But in order to get the majesty of the entire experience, we're doing it from the ground up, from divine amnesia. We're here to remember who we really are. It's so simple. Children know it, animals know it, talk to any elder, they'll know it. The point of life is simple, but we seem to have forgotten. There's only ever two choices, one between fear and one between love. There are only ever two acts, an act of love or a call for love. And love is what we're born with. Fear is what we've learned here. And the spiritual journey is the journey of relinquishing or unlearning the distortions that we've learned here, of letting go of the notions and concepts which keep us separate, which keep us believing in this illusion of separation, which never could have been real in the first place. There's only one being here, and that's God. And I hope that I don't have to make this disclaimer, but I guess I do. When I say God, I'm not talking about God in any religious capacity. I'm talking about source, the universe, divinity, spirit, love. These are all words for the same thing, so have your pick. It's nice to have so many names for something so beautiful, isn't it? So within this community, a lot of people start saying, I am God, or I am source, I am the opera power. This is all true, but some people get a bit triggered because they feel that's offensive to God. Like, how could this small little human be God? God is so much greater and bigger. And I had this experience in meditation recently, which perhaps might make it more understandable to some. It's not that I am God, it's that God is me. I could feel divinity awakening within me, trying to see past this illusion of this character that I'm playing through the lens of perception that this character is seeing it. But God is me just as much as God is you and everybody else. And thereby, we are all one. But from this point of perception, from your point of perception, you are the only one here. Again, when I say you, I don't mean your little ego and identity. I mean your higher self. I mean your divine inheritance of love, of all-encompassing, unconditional love. And so, if God is me, and God is unconditional love, then I am so unconditionally loved, and cherished, and nourished, and held, and protected, as are you. And when you accept that into your experience of reality, you're able to reciprocate that to every other little piece of God that you encounter outside of yourself. You yourself then become unconditional love. You become a well unto yourself, so there is no longer any seeking for it outside of you, because it could never be outside of you, because the outside is your inside anyway. Does that make sense? And when you begin to accept that, and truly, truly understand that, then separation is ridiculous. You realize that we're all connected. The external forms are lovely. They're cute. But they are merely temporary substitutions for the real thing, which is changeless, which is pure consciousness, pure awareness, pure beingness, pure love. You. What you're seeking externally is what you already are. You could never become it, for you were never not it. This is just a journey of pausing in stillness and remembering. Peace, be still, and know that I am God. That's all that really matters. God's name. I am. For I sit here, right? I am. And then it reverberates all around me, just a beingness, just an existence. I am this body, sure, but I'm this room too, and this town, and this beautiful planet, and this galaxy, and the whole universe. I am, that's it. I just am an amness. And when I say I am, I'm talking about you too. I'm not talking about Layla. I'm talking about us. This is why the SP journey and the law of assumption is a tremendous invitation for enlightenment, because eventually on your journey you realize that what you were seeking for in your reflection was you, because you could never see it reflected if it wasn't who you were to start with. So how do you do this? Leave the world alone. It's cute, leave it alone for now. Focus on the self, be silent, drop within. The thoughts, they come. But who do they come to? Feelings they feel, but who are they felt by? There is such a true and profound liberation and empowerment and fulfillment that comes from this that I want to convey, and I might not find all the words for it now, but I will keep trying. Let go of all of your attachments to the layers of identity that you've masked yourself with, all of who you think you are, all of your judgments, prejudices, identifications. Let them go. You can put them on later. Let them go and come home to who you really are, to that connection to Source, which you can never lose connection with because you are Source. There has never been a time when you have not been Source. And when you do this, reality will be yours. Not my reality or your reality, but the reality. The kingdom of God, heaven on earth, was never a mythical place to get to when you die for good behavior. It's a state of being right here, right now. It's a state of being within you, in the core of you. It's closer to you than your own breath. All that's required is your acceptance of it. You are already that, but you have concealed it under so many concepts. You think you have to do this or that, or be this way or this way, before you can be called divinely perfect, before you can be loved unconditionally, before you love yourself unconditionally. And I understand everyone is on a different point in their spiritual journey, but nothing could be further from the truth. The point I'm trying to make is this: if the end result is love, compassion, humility, forgiveness, peace, and we know that that's the end result, why delay it? Why not become that now? Why not give yourself unconditional love? Because oh my, you can't wait to see how beautiful the world is when you love yourself unconditionally, and because the world is your mirror, it loves you back unconditionally. That is heaven on earth. And it's worth it. It's worth accepting everything, accepting your dark side, accepting everything that you judge about yourself, about other people, everything you wish you could change. It's worth it to stop resisting that, to accept it, and dissolve it with love, thereby moving yourself out of this ping-pong, tireless game and duality into the true reality, where you are free. And of course, I know people are watching this because they really want to just say, Layla, tell us how to manifest. So from a utilitarian perspective, this is how you manifest everything. Much more effortlessly and much faster. Because when you identify with everything, when you know that you are everything that is, you can have anything. This is why the only self-concept, which is most important, is I am. I am that I am. I am consciousness. I am the operant power. I am. God is me. If you feel more comfortable, if I am God triggers you, God is me. The distraction is getting too caught up in the avatar that you're playing. When you learn to love the God within you, you learn to love your avatar too, unconditionally. It's a great one. I'm very grateful for the one that I'm playing, but I don't identify with it too strongly. The pitfall, the other way of doing self-concept, is very egoic. It's very, I'm the most beautiful, I'm the most desirable, everyone loves me. Okay, sure, that's all well and fine, and you will become that person in your reality. However, you will still be stuck on this identification with your little limited human self, albeit being the most beautiful and desirable. What's more important is your identification with the limitless source power that runs through you, that is creating this entire illusion for you to learn through. That's what will get you what you want a lot faster. When you stay rooted in your own divinity. When you feel the source of love, which you previously sought outside of you, welling up from within you constantly, when you constantly feel like you're overflowing with love for yourself, for God, for this beautiful world that we live in, that you can't help but simply have that love overflow to everyone around you, and so it's a beautiful existence. It's a beautiful way to live. I'm talking to myself as God, like I'm talking to it's God trying to wake up God. It's so cute. This is the angle from which I will be teaching creating heaven on earth from now on. So start where you are. Start by remembering that no one is against you. You could never possibly be alone. You could never possibly be unloved or rejected or hurt. Your search for someone who will make you happy is really your search for yourself. The love you seek is already imbued in this present moment, right here, right now. Soften into that knowing. Let's enjoy the kingdom of heaven on earth now. Why delay it when love is the key? It's a pleasant process. Well, that's it for today's sermon. I don't know. I'm really happy. I've gone levels deeper or higher than ever before, and I have so much peace now. And peace is power. That's it. Peace equals power. That's the equation. So I will be teaching you the little manifestation reality creation hacks, even though now they seem so secondary to the real thing, the point. But I will. And I will be doing my absolute best to post more regularly. I won't make any promises that I can't keep, but I'm traveling a lot this month, which is nothing new. I'm going to Burning Man for the first time at the end of this month. I'm so excited. I actually volunteered to help build it, so I'll be there for 2 weeks. But I'll try to film some videos before that so I can have some content to post for you guys. And thank you for watching. Lots of love.